Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the new PUBG PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds test server November 22nd, 2017 update. So, what is happening tomorrow? I think it releases at 8 o'clock for me, which is in California, and here's releases right here. Not 100% sure, but I'm going to be talking about all of the changes today. So this update is a huge update. They added a bunch of new guns. They added they added the new, this thing is freaking sick. The DP-28, I think it's an LMG. And it looks like an LMG because there's a huge, this is a drum magazine. It's kind of like a drum magazine, but it goes on the top. And it takes 7.62 caliber rifle bullets, and then they also added the the AUG A3, the AUG. This is going to be sick. Okay, so right here, this is a all-around world spawn. This could spawn anywhere in the world, and right here, this could only spawn in the crates. This should take 5.56 ammunition. I kind of wanted them to add a new open world AR, not a light machine gun. This kind of looks like a light machine gun just because of the big drum magazine, but the gun itself doesn't really, besides the magazine if you look at it. But the big thing in pretty much all of this is these guns could change the game a lot. There's a new 5.56 weapon, and I'm just hoping that this will be a good change and it won't mess anything up really. Alright, so let's talk about some other things that are happening. They're just doing some optimization for like just a bunch of different graphic settings, such as character rendering, memory usage, loading terrain, and just stuff like that. And then they added a couple new animations. Is when you trigger the climbing animation and hold shift, you can move over an object instead of only going on top of it. So now they have a way of actually stopping you instead of sliding all over it, and also you could choose to go directly over it. And then they also added something so that when you wear the coat, sometimes the coat would block your vision when you ADS, but now they just removed that. So some other things that they added is a lot of different, I guess you could say, weapon damage, I guess, and some bonus damage and all that, the percentages. And you could pause the video right now and look through all of these. There you go. And so basically they made, which is kind of weird, they made it so that arms and legs are almost always more powerful than the hitting the body. And when it comes to the pistol, no, the punch and the hand, which doesn't really make sense, but I guess I'll go with it. And they made it so that the DMR, which is pretty much full auto sniper rifles, besides the sniper VSS, they made it so that when you carry it, you walk the same speed and run the same speed as the ARs, such as the AK-47, and everything else. So they also added a bunch of new stuff, and the big things basically in here is that they added a new area in the suburbs of the island where descent was possible in the past. So that's going to be pretty cool. Just a new area on the island basically. And then they also added a new reticle, don't mind that, to the 4x scope for weapons using the 7.62 bullets, which is pretty weird. So the reticle is going to change when you switch from an AK to an M16 with a 4x. That is different. That's going to be really different. Some more things that they basically added is that when you're in a 4x scope with a sniper rifle and an SMG, it also changes the reticle, which is also weird, and it's going to kind of be a lot different getting used to. And then they just said that the bullet speed for the SKS and Mini 14 has decreased, which is, I don't know if I like that. I liked using the SKS and Mini 14, but now they're making it so that you can mainly rely on ARs, people using an AR as their primary, instead of using the SKS and Mini 14. So that's going to be good. The Mini 14 used to be comparable to the M16, and I guess now the firing rate isn't even close. So yeah, that's a thing. And then they also raised the running speed when DMR are equipped, so the same thing. They just made it the same as the ARs now. And then they made the time between the NK-14 shots a little bit different. Oh wait, no, this is the bullet speed. So this should be, I don't mind what I just said about the SKS and Mini 14 as using as an AR. They made it so that the bullet travel is a lot slower. So the MK-14 actually just got a lower firing rate. That's what I meant to say. They also made it so that you can no longer add a 15 times on the M16. I don't know about all the other weapons like the AK, but I don't even know if you previously could, but I guess that's a thing. And then, so here's the 2 new weapons I'm so excited about tomorrow. It's going to be so sweet. The DP-28 was added. We used a round magazine that could be earned looted on the map, and 47, I guess that's supposed to be 7.62 millimeter bullets. Oh my god, it has 47 bullets in each magazine. You could install scopes up to the 4 times, which is pretty cool. You know, I doubt you're going to need an 8 times for it. The launch speed is low, but it has a long effective range and high damage. That is sweet. I'm going to guess that the firing rate is also pretty slow too, but this is going to be really cool. And then the AUG A3 was added. I cannot wait to use this. It's a bullpup assault rifle that uses 5.56 millimeter bullets and can only be attained from supply drops. Bounce speed and launch rate are high, and reaction to vertical direction is suppressed. So yeah, just low recoil. It's gonna have really low recoil. That is really cool. So basically, it's gonna be something like the M4, I'm gonna guess, but maybe a little bit better damage. Don't know for a fact if it spawns with a sight on it, because almost all of the pictures online with the AUG A3, basically it has a sight built in on it. So it could be something like that. I'm not going to for sure rely on that. And then they just added a lot of different things like so. You could go ahead and read through all of these if you want to, just real quick. Alright, there we go. I just gave you some time to read through it. And so they changed the sound in the lobby. Before, the sound was a lot different. Okay, so changed background music in the lobby. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. Alright, so basically, this is the sound that we have right now. So you could just go ahead and listen to it. I'm sure all you guys know what it is. So this is the music that it is in right now. It is changed a lot. Okay, this is basically it, and I'm going to switch over to the other one. Listen to this. It's not going to let me connect, but I'm just going to let you listen to this for maybe a couple seconds. So yeah, it is a lot different. Okay, it's a lot different. Let me go ahead and I think that's it. Oh my god, they changed the okay, so you guys could go ahead and take a look at this. They changed all of these down here to different. It looks a lot cleaner and a lot nicer. This looks sweet. Yeah, so wait, dead zone, I don't know what that is. Oh, this is for controller. Okay, that's for controller. That's pretty cool. They added more settings for that. Jump only and vault only, everything. They just made everything a lot different. Let's see if they have some new stuff. Icon kill feed, yeah, that's something new and that's really cool. It's basically like Call of Duty kill feed. You guys saw in the other PC 1.0 update. But yeah, listen to this music. It is a lot more, I guess, encouraging and a lot more dim, I guess you could say. I like it a lot better though. It's more of a battle royale type, I guess you could say. Alright, so I'm just gonna let that load, just the noise in the background while I'm doing all this. So more things that they added basically is the mini map and the world map were improved. Just all of this, you guys could go ahead and take a look at that. And then sounds that can be heard from the border of safety zone have been added. So blue zone makes noise now. That's going to be a lot different. So we're going to be able to hear the blue zone. I'm going to imagine it's going to be like an electricity noise. Let's hope that's what it is, not like some weird noise. And then they also, this is going to be really big change. The red zone bombing sound now has a sound when the first bomb is falling into the zone. So step 1, or 3 stages, sound bomb from a distance, the sound of a bomb flying, and then the explosion. That is going to be sweet. And then they also added a sound when jumping into water, which is also pretty cool. And then basically here's everything else that are in the bug fixes. One thing I did not actually talk about and look at is that they added bullet penetration into water. That is going to be a huge change. That is for sure needed too. That was necessary for a fact. They didn't add bullet penetration, I don't think, yet, but it is going to be sweet. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so that is basically it for the PUBG Test Server 1.0 update. That is coming out tomorrow, 11/22/2017, November 22nd. It is going to be sweet. I'm going to be playing it as much as I can and maybe have some videos out. I'll see about it. Alright, so I do hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and talk to you guys later.